Welcome. My name is David Cho, and I have the great privilege and honor to serve the Lubbock Symphony as its music director. This is my 40th year living in the United States. I have been a United States citizen and a proud Texan for over 25 years. This is my 13th year living in Lubbock, Texas, and I have to say I have loved every minute of it, including the dry climate, West Texas hospitality, the wonderful culture and art scene, and even the haboob, the infamous dust storm. I just performed for you a love song from the folklore from my homeland, Korea. It's called Arirang. It's full of pathos and longing. As an 11-year-old pianist, aspiring to live abroad, I quickly learned that there were so many language and cultural differences between South Korea and the United States. My school teacher always told me that in America, at the banks, the tellers count their bills this way. In South Korea, the bank tellers count their bills this way. In Korean language, we say birds cry. In English, we say birds sing. Music has this ability to tie in the differences between heritage differences. And this was the beginning of my journey of world of music and harmonies. I quickly and eagerly dove into the music studies, learning the nuts and bolts and discipline of music to create this miracle of healing. Music was so inspiration to me that in our family, my parents encouraged me to be well-rounded. They gifted me with records of the Beatles, Carpenters, and this particular tune called Hotel California resonated with me. That tune certainly brings back memories, and it has become a classic. Popular tunes and classical tunes infused themselves into the film industry to make things more immortal classic. As a teenager, I watched the movie Amadeus and Immortal Beloved countless times, and it inspired me to delve into the studies of music of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Ludwig van Beethoven. I soon found myself traveling to Salzburg and Vienna, Austria. Standing in front of the revered Vienna Philharmonic, I conducted the Mozart and Beethoven symphonies. Their most intense beauty in the sound took me by my breath away, and also their ecstatic punches of forte made an indelible mark in my psyche. Beethoven's music is humanitarian message of brotherhood and love. you. Another great B in the classical repertory is Bach. I would like us to take a moment to meditate on his Prelude in C major. This humble and simple arpeggiated harmony progression was a vehicle for Bach to become one of the most influential teachers and mentor throughout the multiple generations. And decades after, a French composer named Charles Gounod superimposed a melody called Ave Maria on top of this arpeggiated harmonic progression by J.S. Bach. Inspired by these great composers and their music, I did my utmost best to figure out how one note led to another. And I remember spending hours and hours of piano practice time at home, creating this cacophony for my centenarian grandmother who endured through my piano practice. At the end of a day, she approached me and told me, I really loved that Chopin, how he presents the soprano melody, and at the end of the song, he represents the melody several octaves below, creating this longing feeling. I now realize that the soprano and baritone longing melody resonated with my grandmother because of her love and respect for the Korean love song from the folklore, Arirang. As a musician who strives towards to justify the great music of the past and to connect the dots in our community, we do our best to figure out how one note relates to another, having compatibility and showing empathy with one another to create harmony. It is a great pleasure for me to share my thoughts and my journey of music, the world of music, and harmony. Thank you.